Hey Aquarius, this is Tara. I am here with January 2021. So for you guys, what's coming up, and we're going to go more into depth into this. It's looking like there are themes about, first of all, transitioning to a better time. There's exciting new beginnings coming on the way. Things are being reborn, and there's a positive new, transition change. So that's really awesome. Before we get into the rest. Now, we've got something that is coming up that needs to be healed. So I don't know if you're heartbroken or going through a sad, challenging time and there's healing, what feels like suffering right now, but also is healing, or there's an opportunity here for healing. And it's talking about, a crossroads, a choice of two paths. I feel like this is talking about choosing a path of forgiveness, healing, positivity, love in your life, and not reinforcing or dwelling in, or if you're ignoring something that's deep down that is a relationship or something in yourself that needs to be healed, not ignoring that because it will haunt you. Releasing these sufferings or these hardships or pains that need to be healed, or that should not be held in our consciousness, in our body, in our being anymore. So we have a choice. We're coming up on this crossroads here. Now, we're also getting this message about stepping back and reflecting, contemplating, meditating. So detaching from the emotional stuff, taking a step back from the subjective, the pain, the anxiety, or whatever you're going through, and looking at, okay, in a more objective way. And this will help in your healing. Also, not looking at it and just taking a break, deplugging, unplugging, resting, doing whatever you have to do. Like, for example, when you're heartbroken, just feeding yourself well is like a plus, like, because that's going to help your energy and your attitude, and it's going to help your body restore itself. So whatever you need to do, to rest, recover, take a break, to manage this. But it's also talking about looking at cycles, like, what have I done? How am I responsible for this? What part did I play in this? What part did my upbringing play in this, or the influence of my family, the influence of the culture I was brought into? It's talking about cycles. So is this a cycle that you've put yourself in, or, how can you, with that information, make the choice you want to make moving forward? So let's get into this. Wow. So we're talking about what's showing up too is like, just, yeah, I don't know, this can vary for everybody, obviously, but there's some kind of form of boredom or apathy, or what's next? Like, what is the point of my life right now? What do I want to make my life mean? Because right now, I mean, is this it? I mean, sure, it's good, but is this it? There's some kind of like positive change that's coming in that's going to influence you. There's something on its way to you. Whether that's truth, whether that's a self-revelation, whether that's a literal thing coming into your life, but you're getting something. There's something more for you here, and that's a really positive thing. So it's showing like, no, yes, you are meant for more. Your life can mean more to you. You can have more joy and more fulfillment. There is something on its way to usher, to help kind of make that, plant that seed, make that change. Okay, so let's look at that. Let's look at that energy clarification card for this stork, this Four of Cups for Aquarius. What do they need to know about this? This flipped over. Okay, getting outside of your negative thoughts. Looking at, what am I believing as fact or true, but that's really just a limiting thought. That's really just preventing me from expanding, from moving forward, from reaching my potential. So how am I self-sabotaging myself, or just staying stuck and distracting myself and not really engaging or looking around me and interacting and getting to that place I want to get to? And something's coming in that's going to change that status quo. So this is interesting. So something in the month of January, or whenever you watch this, or, you know, around this time, something's going to come into your life that's going to, you know, take you out of this status quo where you've been. And look at this. I mean, we've got the Four of Cups here. See, he's looking down at the Three of Cups like, yeah, is this it? Is this all there is to life? And then there's this other cup on the clouds. And God's like, no, there's much more for you. But you have to kind of lift your head, get out of your mind, question what you're perceiving reality to be, you know, and get yourself out of this and see what I'm bringing to you. This is, you know, God's like, look, I have this. Yeehaw, I'm charging in. There's something, the stork's bringing something new to you that's going to break you out of this, but you have to work with it, you know? So that's really interesting. Ooh, I like that. So something should definitely be shifting and changing this month. Now we're looking at this next energy. We've got the tree, we've got the Four of Swords, talking about reflection, contemplation, meditation, looking at the past, looking at cycles of the past. Now, I feel like there's some kind of a knowledge or wisdom in there for you. So let's see what's coming through here. Aquarius, January 2021, transitions, 10 of Cups, ongoing joy, 9 of Swords, anxiety and worry. Ooh. There's that transition again. Like you can feel like you're juggling the fence, straddling the fence, or you're in between worlds. You're not fully over this yet, or you're not fully sure what path to follow, and you're kind of caught in between in this transition. There's joy here, but there's also a lot of anxiety here. Why is there anxiety here? Yeah, this is anything that's in your mind that's just convincing you it's a real threat, but it's just a thought, it's just a worry, and it builds up to the point where that's kind of all you can think about, and it kind of has control over you. So that's why I think it's talking about this need for detachment and meditation and contemplation. This is when you kind of give yourself a break and you disconnect yourself from that and restore your energy, get your balance back, get yourself back, you know? So restore your health, joy, and transition from that more stressful energy. Yeah. So taking care of yourself, doing what you need to do to really new potential. Again, we have that new, something new coming in, new beginning, a new path, a new forward. So yeah, it's like God's wanting to yank you out of your melancholy, your anxiety, your limiting beliefs, your fear, and show you, no, that's not real, that's not true. There is this other life for you. There is this new potential for you. There is this new beginning for you, if only you will see it and recognize it and choose to go there, choose to receive it. You know, this person is not choosing to receive it. You know, they're bound and their eyes are closed, and they're just, no, they don't. This person is not at this moment choosing to receive it. They don't notice it. They're not open to it. They're closed off. They're thinking negatively, right? So, but it's like, God's like, yeah, but look, man, this is what you've wanted and it's here, but you just got to like kind of sort yourself out and recharge to where you can move towards that. And there's something about the past and cycles that's going to help you. Ooh, like recognizing, like, am I a self-sabotager, or do I tend to go over negative events too much in my head, or am I whatever. All right, so we've got this empowering figure here with the King of Wands. We've got this cross depicting suffering here, a challenging time. We've got this Three of Swords too. We've got this cross. So we talked about that, but what is this? Okay, so that inner power. getting that inner power, that inner confidence, remembering you have that, you know, let's just see what's coming up for this pair. Queen of Pentacles. So two strong characters, mature, wise, capable, confident, strong, self-sufficient, the Hermit, reflection, journey, soul searching. Yeah, so for some of you guys, this is a deep kind of journey for you. What's kind of meeting you in your life right now is this experience that you have to go through of deep reflection, deep soul searching, kind of asking yourself these questions, looking at your history, looking at what's below the surface, looking at those pains, or what pains, you know, what struggles, what suffering are still within you, and really go on that journey to get to, you know, that light at the other side, to find that missing piece, to find that, you know, that way to the right path you're supposed to go. So wow. And this is going to be really worth it for you, because it's essentially you're doing work here that's going to alter you for the rest of your life in a positive way. Like, you're going to be addressing things that you don't want to address probably. You'd rather just keep going as normal, even though you're not as happy as you could be, even though there are some things that have to be addressed. And once they are, you are going to feel like it's a whole new world of potential and positivity. So yes, I mean, going through this is going to be worth it, because you're going to be free from this, whatever this is, for the rest of your life. You're going to get to the bottom of it. You're going to get through it. But you have to go on that journey. Now let's look at that Three of Swords with this crossroads. So this is what we're talking about when we were saying, you know, there's a positive change coming in. It's up to you, you know, picking the positive way forward, not self-sabotaging, or just through this healing process, having this beautiful new path to follow up ahead. But let's see what's coming through for this. And this is, for me, healing more so than anything, because we all go through the Three of Swords, but that's when you can actually be honest with yourself. The pain occurs and the healing starts, because the worst is the Two of Swords, or, you know, that feeling when you're in denial, but you're dying inside, but you don't, you know, it hasn't come to a head yet. And once it does, you can heal. Yeah, here's the Page of Swords. Nine of Cups and Three of Cups. I mean, it's looking kind of like forgiveness. You know, maybe there were some words, harsh words said, or just situations that were really painful. But again, we're choosing that positive road. We're choosing to resolve this, to forgive this, to heal this, and to ultimately get what we want, which is joy, happiness, healthy connections, healthy relationships, healthy friendships. Wow, Aquarius, this is huge for you. This is like a really good turning point. Again, if you have nothing really going on that's related to this, I mean, you probably aren't watching this video still, but this can be something that you're just choosing, you know, deep down, that you don't really want to deal with, but it does bother you still on some level. And it's not, and getting to the bottom of it and looking at it and healing it is like going to be worth $1 million and put you on this whole new path. All right, what are some messages for Aquarius? January 2021. January 2021. Believe and trust. That keeps coming up. January 2021. Make a commitment. January 2021. Focus upon divine and perfect health. Yeah, so believe and trust, you know, in new things happening, in an expanded life, an expanded reality, you know, believing that things can be repaired, that there is light at the end of the tunnel, that, you know, your dreams can be made, and make a commitment to that, you know, get to the bottom of that. If you're actually struggling with something in your life, or you're heartbroken, or there's some deep deep things, like this is your time to make a commitment to look at that, correct those things, get to the bottom of those things, release yourself from those things. And there's this whole potential of a turnaround and positive energy and opportunity and health and expansion and fulfillment. So yes, that is possible. Believe and trust, that is possible for you. Just got to make a commitment to work with what life is offering and the potentials out there. So Aquarius, let me know if this applies to you, and you want to dig deeper and kind of look at your own personal situation. You can message me and book a reading with me. Everybody else, I hope you have a great January. Let me know if this resonates. Leave comments. I wish you all well, and I will see you guys next time. All right, bye.